What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager save. This is episode number 67. And today we're returning with the season finale, where if we win back-to-back in our final two Premier League games, for the first time ever, Bournemouth will qualify for the Champions League. But, as we remember, 2 years ago, we were in the exact same position, and we bottled it with back-to-back losses. So with that being the case, yeah, I'm fully aware that Destiny is in our own hands, but it's not for the first time. So, obviously, in the last episode, we had the fantastic wins against West Ham and Everton, and in the bottle job 2-0 loss away against Luton Town, who are basically already relegated. So, yeah, that was great. So, right now, as you can see, we are in fourth. We do have Destiny in our own hands. Now, it's 6 behind Manchester United and Man City, but mathematically we can't catch them. The reason being is because the pair play this afternoon in a Manchester derby, so we can't win the title. But I don't care. I literally do not care one bit. I've said all season long, we're not even thinking about this. We're just thinking about this, that fourth place. The Arsenal trophy, if you will. All those memes all those years ago. Listen, I'll take getting those memes myself here. But again, Spurs, even at the 4 points behind, do have the game in hand. Aston Villa can still catch up, but realistically, it's Spurs or us, I would say, for fourth place. Spurs have got to go to Villa Park, and they've got to host Arsenal in the North London derby, and they've got a tricky home game against Everton as well. I expect them to drop points in one of those three games, but hypothetically, if they don't, that means we'll need to win all three ourselves. So, let's crack on then. First game will be Leeds at home. The first and final two, our final home game. We'll see who wins the title in the lunchtime kickoff here. Whoever wins that Manchester derby is surely winning the title. And it looks as though it's going to be Manchester United, and now 3 points clear with a far better goals record. It looks as though they have won the Premier League for the third time in the save. Is it third time in the save? Yeah, third time in the save. So, heading into the game, as you'll see, Spurs are at home to Everton. I do expect them to drop points in one of the final three, but probably not this one. So, we'll need to win to keep them 4 points at bay, I would say. Chelsea play Aston Villa, but like I said, I don't think Aston Villa are going to make it now. First and final two, it's Leeds. It's our final home game. I think if we don't win this one for sure, because I reckon that Arsenal game on the final day away could be the game we slip up in again, then I think we probably will drop to fifth. Right now in the injury report, Forsby's we know done for the season, and Kazada just went down in training on Thursday, or yesterday, sorry, with blisters. So we won't see him in the first game today, probably not the second either. But this is our team, 4-3-3, and I'm not panicking on the back of the loss against Luton. I'm just making one change to my lineup. George in goal, back for a small cone, Mia Drag coming in for Gomez, Mascara and Aaron, Scott and McTominay the DMGO, with Batarina and Sucic on the wings, and Traore supporting our top scorer this year, Goran Kowal. Just needs one more goal to set a Bournemouth record for most league goals in a season, surpassing the great Dominic Solanke. On the bench, you've got Ward, Gomez, Mitchell the Chump, Urisevic, Radulovic, Story, Delaf and Araujo as well. First of two, I say fail to win this one, and for sure, we'll end up dropping to fifth. Come on, you cherries. Leeds are a team we often struggle against. They're a side who, you know, we expect to win, but they are one of those teams that are very tricky for us to play. But then again, West Ham and Everton were the same, and we brushed them aside. So hopefully we can, I guess, take positives from those two wins there, put our Luton game to the back of our mind, and hopefully win this comfortably. Again, it could come down to goal difference, so we need to be wary of that as well, as Garang finds Scott for the first chance of the game here. Gaz inside the area. Can he cross to the middle? No, but he'll find Alex Scott, and the captain is denied. The vice-captain, sorry. And it's cleared by Leeds. That's the start we wanted, though. Taught this a lot in junior football. Oh, it's Mac Allister goes down early there against Everton. That's kind of good because he's such a baller, as we know. You taught us in junior football. Test the keeper early. Test him early. Everton are in front. Go on, Alex Iwobi. Right, but it's still 0-0 here. It's still 0-0 here. But this is a good start from Bournemouth. Kowal to Batarina. He's round his man. He's chipped it just over. We've got a dream opportunity here. We're still tied at 0-0, but Everton are in front. And as things stand, would extend the gap in the league table up to 4. Sorry, 5. 5? 4. 5. My maths is terrible. 5, I think. But even so, forget what's going on in North London. Worry about what's going on here in Dorset. Gaz loses out. Here's Matoma, the ex-Brighton man. Great tackle by Alex Scott. And we'll get it back. Sucic, Traore over the top. Kowal, one-on-one. Yes! Come on, Bournemouth! Goran Kowal! 36 for the year! It's a great ball by Traore on the halfway line, and Garang Kowal, one of the quickest players in the game, as I say it all the time, once he gets going, forget about it, chips it over Caprile, and Bournemouth have the lead. Oh, so as things stand, we go 5 clear of Spurs. They'll have the game in hand, but what a huge win this will be. Aaron's down the right. Can he cross to the middle? Max, the former Canary, steps inside. Off the line by Charlie Creswell. And Leeds get it away. Just waiting for someone to tap in from 2 yards out there. And the ex-Millwall loanee, showing what he learnt at Den, saves Leeds a certain goal. And now here come Leeds, breaking from that. Sinisterra down the right, cross to the middle. And turned in by Yassin Adli. Great finish. And our lead lasts all of 6 minutes. Fortunately, Spurs are still down by a goal at home, so the gap will be extended to 5. Just for curiosity, Chelsea are holding Aston Villa as well. So as things stand, we're actually going to extend the gap on Spurs here, despite dropping 2 points. But I'm going to say to the boys here, my final half-time team talk at home this year, pump in my fists. We've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing and we'll be fine. Because we have been the better team. Get a second chance, get a second goal, and I think we'll close this out. But I've got my eye on that Spurs game. I expect them to find a leveller at some point. Surely they won't lose that. Still tied at 1-1. Being the better team, get one more chance and take it, and we'll win this. Throw. Bournemouth. Aaron's to Traore's feet. And he holds off Adley, and a pass by Max is poor. And Mia comes out to win it. Well done. Now Scott through the middle. Charlie Creswell away. And Leeds on the counter. Sinisterra sends it long. Mitoma takes it down. Great tackle by Mosquera. And end-to-end stuff here as Sucic finds Traore. And back to Max Aarons wisely. He says, calm it down, boys. Slow the pace down. Aarons takes it round his man and finds Luca. Crosses. Yes! Garang does it again! As good as Dominic Solanke was in that run to winning the Conference League and the Carabao Cup, our first 2 major honours, let's be honest, Garang is the better striker. And the decision to sell Solanke for, what was it again, 70 million I think, and Garang coming for 51. What a brilliant bit of business that was, especially when you consider the age of the players as well. The Australian has been on it today as he single-handedly tries to drag us into the Champions League. He's won it back. He's got Barry to the left and he takes it himself and fires just over. I can't criticise him chasing a hat-trick, but Martin was there. Spurs have just found their leveller as well. And Everton are back in front. Thank you, Onana. No, Spurs are back on level terms. That was quick. Right, making my changes. Soria on for Sucic. Traore off for Radolovic. McTominay's on a booking. I'll take him off for Rasevic as well. I'll have 2 more stoppages, so I'll burn the clock individually as Batarina heads onto the roof of the net there. And we still lead by 1. Despite Spurs finding that leveller, as things stand, we are still going... Oh, Everton! I just saw Everton have got in front! Was that right? Did I see that right? Did Everton just go in front? I think they did. Yes, they did! Everton have got in front! Is that it? Have we done it? No, because Spurs will have a game in hand. Oh, man, why didn't I pay more attention in Mr. Toyer's math class? Are we... Well, we've won. Have we guaranteed it? Have we done it? 71 points. 7 points. It's done! Bournemouth have qualified for the Champions League! Come on! E-I-I-O-Yo, E-I-I-O-Yo. Bournemouth have done it. Wild scenes of celebrations. We've taken a dressing room picture. The lads have done it. Bournemouth have done it. We're in the Champions League with a game to spare. I don't even care about the budget for next year. I don't care. We've done it. Bournemouth are there and Garang Kowal. What a comeback. Sucic happy to stay now. I promised him Champions League football. We've delivered it together. Forget the big interest, mate. You're staying with me. Oh, get in. Honestly, I am probably even happier than I was when we won that first major honour for Bournemouth. You know, it's all about trophies. You know that. It's all about silverware for me. But... oh, this team, I just thought we're never going to do it. After what happened 2 years ago, I thought we're never going to do it. And we have. I'm buzzing. And Arsenal, you're going to miss out of Europe altogether. You chose Conte over me. I would have joined you in the summer, but you chose Antonio over me. I wouldn't join you now, lads. I'm sorry, but yeah. You chose the wrong man. You backed the wrong horse. You should have gone with the kid, the boy wonder. Well, not so much a boy nowadays. Definitely not a wonder. It's taken me 7 years to get Bournemouth in the Champions League. I'm on our Football Manager games. I see some of you lot getting a non-league side to Premier League winners in like 6 or 7 years. It's taken me 7 to get us into the CL. Anyway, final game of the season. Arsenal away at the Emirates, and I'm resting a lot on my starters. They deserve the final game off, I'd say. And we're going to see a few final appearances for Bournemouth this afternoon as well. Georgie will remain in goal, but the back four is going to be Mitchell, Gomez, Garza and Henderson. Henderson's retiring. It's his final game for football today. And to be fair, all three of those guys as well might go in the summer. Hopefully not Garza as he's homegrown, but there is big interest. And now... yeah, he's obviously now fourth choice centre half here, so tough one really. But DMGO of Radlovic and Urasevic, Soria and Gazada are the inside forwards of Batarina supporting Garan Kowal, who I will start. He's just notched up 30 goals in the Premier League, and he's 4 clear of Haaland going to the final day. So we should see for the first time ever a Bournemouth player win the Golden Boot. Let's see if he can add to his tally today as well. On the bench, you've got Ward, Mia Drag, Smallcombe, Pugliese, De Chump, Scott, Delap, Watkins, and Araujo as well. Watkins also will be leaving to Benfica for next season too. So quite a few final appearances I would say today. And for the final game of the season, I did not expect this. But no pressure, lads. Who cares what happens? Bournemouth are in the Champions League. Oh, Antonio. 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 Sarcastically cheering my opposite man today because he's led Arsenal to an 8th place finish. I've led my Bournemouth team to either a 3rd or 4th. So, you know, should have been me. Not bitter, not bitter. Well, slightly bitter, but even so. First chance falling right from kickoff. It's a lovely build-up, and Garan Kowal has played a 1-2 with the post and turned in a rebound. What a brilliant goal, and 40 seconds in, Bournemouth leading North London. Arsenal looking for a response here early into the game. Zinchenko dispossessed by Henderson, but then the Ukrainian wins it back, and Mitchell loses out to Gabriel Martinelli at the far post, and the Brazilian heads home. I think this is Tarek's final game for us. He can't be bothered anymore. He lost his place to Gareth Smallco after 1 year and said, sod this, I'm out. I am out. In fact, didn't we sign him in the same season? I think we did. He saw me pick up an 18-year-old and thought, what? Are you serious? Even so, 1-1. Such a good player, Tyreek Mitchell. But yeah, I don't see him staying. I don't see him staying for next year. I'd like to keep him though. I do like him as a backup for Gaz. But even so, Batarina, Kazar, that lovely 1-2. Oh, Martin Batarina. You know, I don't know if this will be his final game for the club. It may well be. Because he's fallen off so much in Season 4, Season 5, Season 6. I think Season 5 was his best year for us, but if he is to go, he's given me great years, to be fair, since Season 2. Cracking finish, it's 2-1. I'll always be grateful for Batman for coming in and being a tremendous signing for us for, was it £7.5 million? It's safe to say we've got our return on investment in him. But it is a shame how much he dropped off. And I'll tell you, that's one of the things that I really do like about FM, you know. Like, for me, like, I have this thing where, like, it's very hard for me to accept that progress over time isn't always linear. Because when you've grown up playing video games, you kind of expect that to be the case. Like, you don't level down in video games. Do you know what I mean? Like, the vast majority of video games, as Garang is denied there, you're guaranteed to either stay the same or level up. Like in Call of Duty, you don't lose XP and go down a level or two. You keep leveling up, you know. And I feel that can really warp your mindset as you get older and you get into adulthood and you realise, actually in real life, like, progress is not a straight line up, you know. It's up and down. It's spikes and catastrophic collapses. That's the one thing I like about FM, you know. Certain players can emerge as absolute stars and then they can fall off a little bit. Sometimes for not necessarily no reason, but as Kazada is denied, for reasons you wouldn't expect. Batarina is that guy. He looked at one point like he was going to take the world by storm. In the end, he turned out to be, well, now quite a above average player, but not great. That's the one thing I do like about FM. You know, progress over time isn't always linear, and FM does a good job of replicating that as well. There's a lot of things I struggle with, and, you know, obviously I've been going to therapy for like 2 years now. It's Kazada, oh, what a finish. That is one of the things I really do struggle with. Accepting that in life, like, you know, you're going to have your ups and downs, and when you're progressing towards a goal, you're not always going to be taking the next step. Sometimes you fall down a few steps, you know. But I don't know what I'm talking about here. Anyway, Radalovic over the top. You know, I've said this before and I'll say this again. In terms of vision and creativity, Vladan is probably the best I've had in years playing FM. His stats are so deceptive. He should have 20 for vision. It's ludicrous. The pass this guy's plays is unbelievable. Rao, back in the team after his blisters, has set up one and he scored one. And Bournemouth, I can't believe this, we're leading 3-1 at the Emirates here with our backup team. Both teams with nothing to play for are putting on a spectacle here on the final day as Moises Caicedo has just drilled one top corner. What a game! You'd think both teams are going for 4th on the final day. There's nothing for either of us to play for. But we go both going at each other here. It's a great goal by the former Brighton midfielder. And it's 3-2. What a game. Haaland's got a goal at the Etihad. But right now, Garang will still be 4 points clear. Again, we could go third today, but it would require Liverpool to lose. And right now, they are 2-1 up at the City ground. So it doesn't really matter. You know, third and fourth. Back in the old days, when the coefficient wasn't as strong, 4th place in the Premier League, and I know I'm going back quite a while here, but Everton fans are going to sit there and say, oh, Docs, please don't bring this up, but it is what I'm going to bring up. Everton fans are going to be absolutely, Everton fans are going to be quaking when they know the next sentence is going to come out of my mouth is that 4th used to put you in a qualifier for the Champions League. And Everton lost that qualifier in very controversial circumstances, if you remember. And I'm sure Everton fans will wish they could forget. But that's true. Back in the day, 4th used to be a qualifier, but now it puts you straight in the group stage. So now, 4th or 3rd doesn't really matter. You still guarantee a group stage place. Even so, still leading by a goal. What an end to the season. Despite the shock loss to Luton, after that thrashing by Villarreal, we've had an amazing response to the end of the season. It's been great to see. And character building. 2 years ago when we bottled the Champions League qualification, losing back-to-back and only winning one of our final 4. You know, sometimes you've got to go through those moments of humiliation to learn just how resilient you are. Take those lessons moving forward. One of the great sayings in life, there are no losses in life, only lessons to learn. We learned our lesson. We weren't going to slip up again. Despite the fact we did slip up to Luton. Even so, 3-2 up here, 15 minutes to go. Can we close out a win on the final day? Emile Smith-Rowe says no. Bottom corner, 3-3. Going to bring on Ollie Watkins for his final game for the club. I'm going to take off Gaza for Pugliese, and the chump can come on for Urasevic. He's had a great game out there today. I'm going to bring on Delap in a moment because this will probably be his final game for the club as well. I'm not sure what use I'll have for him next year going into the Champions League. But Arsenal looking to complete an incredible turnaround here from 3-1 down and win it 4-3. Martinelli with Tyrick to beat. Back to Ben White. Chips to the edge. Batarina clears. There's still a winner in this game, you'd say. But it could go either way here. Watkins off the bench for his final game for the club. Gives it away. And if Smith-Rowe finds Fernandes, Arsenal have completed the turnaround. Flags up, but I think that's going to stand. I think that'll be 4-3. Well, that is going to do it. Bournemouth throw it away on the final day, but unlike 2 years ago, I don't really mind one bit. Arsenal get the win. A handshake for Antonio Conte. I say enjoy your 8th place winners medal, lad. And there we go. We lose. We were 3-1 up. Disappointing collapse that. But with a backup side, to be fair, we shouldn't have even been 3-1 up. I'm fine with that. It does not bother me one bit. We'd already locked up 4th. I'm totally fine with it. So that will do it. As we'll take a look at the Premier League table, the final one. Record high for Bournemouth, finishing in 4th place. The Red Devils go on an amazing run to end the season, end up winning the Championship. They, Man City and Liverpool, join us in the Champions League. Spurs get the Europa League. Aston Villa in 6th, and Chelsea do hold off Arsenal to finish in 7th as well. And the bottom 3, well, that was confirmed a while ago. Watford, Luton and Forest going down to the 2nd tier. We'll have to tighten up defensively though. We had the worst defensive record in the top 8 this season. That's really poor. That's really, really poor. Garang did win the Golden Boot though. First time ever we see a Bournemouth player win the Golden Boot. Garang Kowal 31 in 35. There's big interest from big clubs, but we've got in the Champions League now. Surely Garang's not going to want to leave. He hasn't been asking to leave. There's no concern he wants to join a big club. So the question is, we've qualified the Champions League. Can we keep our stars? Can we keep Sucic? Can we keep Kowal? That's the question. Who wants Baturina now? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. I'll be stunned if Baturina's still in next season. I love you. I've got the optional 1-year extension, but it'll only be another 2 years on his deal when I meet that. I think Baturina's gone. We love you, Martin, but I think he's just playing his final game for the club. Oh, I can't believe Mallorca, by the way. They've finished top 4 now, I think. I think they've guaranteed it now. They've had a mad season in La Liga. And I think they've done it now. They've defied all expectations to qualify for the Champions League. Us and Mallorca, brothers in arms. I swear, they've done it. They've done it. Go on, Mallorca. The reason I kept my tabs on Mallorca this year is because they've got one of our players on loan in Velasquez. They can keep him if they want. If they give me like 30 mil, they can have him. But go on, Mallorca. They won the Copa del Rey and they've finished top 4. Fair play. Right, I've got to get to the end of the season. I just want to get to the new season now. I'll end it as I normally do with the, hey, nice awards popping up there. What we got? What's happened? What we done? What's happened here? Kowal with the golden boot, we knew that. And, oh, we got the team of the year as well. Go on, lad. I left my girl, I'm in Mallorca. What am I doing? Right, I need to do the FA Cup, the European competitions, and as soon as we do that, I'll end the season there. Oh man, I'm just absolutely buzzing with that, honestly. Absolutely buzzing. Chelsea have just sacked Zidane. I reckon they're going to offer me the interview. I did the interviews with Spurs and I did the interview with Arsenal as well, but I don't think I'll do the interview with Chelsea. Knowing that we finished above them in a Champions League place, I don't think we will. So next year they want us to be competitive in the Champions League. I don't really know what that means, but okay. And it's still just stay in the top half. And then, yeah, I love this Bournemouth board. They are so, not unambitious, but realistic, you know? So, we're starting off with the Europa League. That's Inter versus Atletico Madrid. They knocked out West Ham in the semis. And Inter knocked out, who did Inter knock out again? Oh yeah, Villarreal, of course, knocked out us. So, Inter versus Atletico in the Europa League final. We'll see who wins that tonight. And it's Atletico Madrid by 3-2 in extra time. Ooh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's really interesting. Not gonna think too much about that. Not gonna think about that at all. Let's just get on with the end of the season. I left my girl in Mallorca. Right, FA Cup final. Newcastle versus Liverpool. Let's see if... Nope, I was going to say the Magpies could win their first major honour to say... No, hang on. They won... Didn't they win... Didn't they win the FA Cup a few years ago? Yeah, they did. So, second major honour. Sorry, but anyway, Liverpool won it. So we've got to do the Conference League and then the Champions League, and then we'll end on that. It takes so long to get through this, but... I always say, like, I kind of want to end the season now, so I can do my business now. Get in early before the other clubs circle for the underperforming club star players. But I want to make sure that I don't miss anything out before the end of the season. I want you to see like all the winners' honours and stuff. You know. Hang on, Arsenal in the Conference League final as well. I just remembered. I think Arsenal actually. Do you know what? I think Arsenal. No, not interested. I think Arsenal were in the Conference League final, weren't they? Did they win it? No, they lost it. They lost it. I forgot Arsenal were in the Conference League final. They lost it to Mönchengladbach. So Conte ends trophyless. Arsenal sack him. Oh, it could have been me. It could have been me, Arsenal. I ain't taking it now, though. You offer me an interview again. I'm turning it down. Yeah, I'm not... Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Can't get fooled again. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You had your chance, you blew it. And the Champions League final was played last night. I keep forgetting because I'm not subscribed to the competition. It doesn't stop to show you the games. But Real Madrid won it. They beat Bayern by 2-1. Bayern Munich have won it more times than anyone else in the save. But Real Madrid have finally won it for the first time in the save. How about that? Beating them by 2-1. That's it. That's it. It's over. We're ending it there. What a season. Bournemouth have done it. Finally, it took me 7 years, but the Cherries are going into the Champions League. I don't expect us to do too much in it in our first year, but you never know. But it's done, and I'm buzzing with how the season went, despite the collapse in the Europa League, despite once again failing to get to Wembley in the FA Cup. Bournemouth have finished in a record high 4th place. We'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching Season 7. If you enjoyed it, then please do drop a like. There's going to be some big transfers in the summer, no doubt about it. We'll have about 70 million to spend. There's definitely going to be some big outgoings as well. Expect Joe Gomez to go. Expect Baturina to go. Probably Mitchell as well, I would say. There's going to be some big sales in the summer, and therefore there'll be some big signings as we head into the Champions League for the first time ever. Guys, thank you for watching Season 7, and much love to each and every one of you. We've finally done it. We are finally in the big time. Have a great day. Much love, and I'll see you at the start of Season 8 with Bournemouth going into the Champions League very soon.